What are your thoughts on the technology, aspect of that, and bringing on things like, CSDs into the equation? How do you make these things coexist, but how do you accelerate so you get more benefit?
Yeah, that's probably where I'm a bit more bullish on the adoption of these assets. I mean, we think every asset's going to be on chain. This technology benefits the issuer, the infrastructure, the investor for numerous reasons. So it's inevitable that this is coming. And you mentioned central securities depositories. And for those that don't know, like DTCC, Euroclear, they're kind of the books and records for a lot of publicly traded securities. And every single one of them, Euroclear, Clearstream, DTCC, these guys are looking at tokenization.
Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into a concept you've probably heard buzzing around in the crypto space, tokenization. It's a term that's gained traction over the past 12 to 24 months, and it's only getting louder. Major players in finance and technology are actively investing in tokenized solutions, and this shift is set to create profound changes across global markets. In this video, I'll break down why this revolution in tokenization could make XRP extremely valuable, why it's relevant for holders, and how this could be a once-in-a-generation opportunity for wealth creation. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. So, let's get into it. Tokenization is being embraced by some of the largest and most influential companies in the world. We're talking about household names like MasterCard, which recently launched a suite of tokenized solutions for card-based payments, and this is just one of several tokenization initiatives. What's unique about companies like MasterCard getting involved is their vast client base. They have the reach to push Web3 or crypto-enabled services into mainstream adoption by leveraging their existing user base. Imagine what happens when millions of people are introduced to crypto through services they already trust. Let's pause for a second and acknowledge that adoption on this scale doesn't happen overnight.
Explain that move into ETFs. How far does it go?
When we bought BGI in 2009, we were ridiculed by most of the financial community for saying you cannot marry the culture of an active investor, who we were, and a passive culture. And we said, why? Our clients use both products. Our job is to be agnostic to our clients, to work with our clients, to provide a whole portfolio solution. But over time, more and more clients started to think about, how do I want to get an exposure? Do I want an exposure in this area or this product? And I could do that through actively investing in ETFs. In 2012, we said, ETFs are going to be the new engine for fixed income. And boy, did that get a lot of ridicule by many people in the business community. And today, the fixed income markets are totally imbued by ETFs. And so at BlackRock, when we bought BGI, we had $290 billion of ETFs. Today we have $3.5 trillion. And then this week alone, just yesterday, we launched the iShares Bitcoin ETF. And so I would say to you, if we could ETF a Bitcoin, imagine what we could do with all financial instruments. And so what we announced in our architectural change, iShares was this business division in itself. And we thought that's too exclusive. We needed to include the ethos, the philosophy, the spirituality of what iShares can provide in everything we do at BlackRock. Because we believe we're just halfway there in the ETF revolution, that everything is going to be ETF'd. And we needed to ensure both active products, passive products, digital products are going to be used through the vehicle of ETFs. At the same time, in this architectural change, we're elevating the whole concept that we are going to be curating more and more of our performance-based products too. So it's a very large architectural change. A lot of people have asked me, iShares is the most successful division within BlackRock. Look what it did. Why are you doing this now? And we believe it's so important to be anticipating the next move. I would also say on the beginnings of a ETF Bitcoin, we believe ETFs are a technology no different than Bitcoin was a technology for asset storage. We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, CUSIP, It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we can customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own shares.
Is this the end of mutual funds?
I think, well, a lot of people, it's a wrapper. It's not the end of it, but I would say the dominant form of bringing products going forward will be in the form of ETFs.
But when these established financial institutions are building tokenization bridges, it opens the floodgates to mass adoption. The groundwork is being laid, and the potential is massive. We've already seen major financial hubs like Hong Kong exploring tokenized projects in collaboration with Ripple. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority, in particular, launched initiatives focusing on tokenizing real estate through Ripple's technology. And let's not forget, real estate alone is a $300 trillion market globally. Imagine even a fraction of that value moving to a blockchain platform. These tokenization projects aren't limited to Hong Kong. We're seeing a global trend with nations like Brazil and Thailand joining in with collaborative projects like Project Mbridge and Project Sela, where they're exploring cross-border payment solutions and the benefits of tokenized assets. Ripple is already integrated in many of these systems, making XRP one of the key players in facilitating these transactions. This shows that Ripple is building the infrastructure needed to support a tokenized economy. Now, why is all this so important for XRP? The value of any asset on a network is driven by its network effect. Basically, how many people use and rely on it. Bitcoin's rise in value, for example, is due to its adoption as a store of value, with people buying, selling, and trading it globally. But XRP, through the tokenization of various assets on the XRP ledger, has the potential to facilitate a market worth trillions, if not quadrillions, of dollars. Think about it. The DTCC alone settles over $3 quadrillion in securities transactions annually. Imagine even a portion of that market being processed on the XRP ledger. And it's not just theory. Ripple has secured partnerships with some of the largest financial players who are looking to tokenize assets. In February of 2024, we saw Zange Exchange partner with Ripple to bring multi-asset tokenization to the XRP ledger. When we talk about tokenized assets on the ledger, we're not just discussing digital representation sitting idle. These are assets that will be bought, sold, traded, and even used in decentralized finance, DeFi applications, where holders could earn yields. This adds layers of utility and drives up the network effect for XRP. Let's put it into perspective. Bitcoin's value skyrocketed because people traded it. Now imagine a network where trillions of dollars of tokenized assets, real estate, securities, and commodities are traded around the clock 24/7. With XRP Ledger's infrastructure enabling fast and secure transactions, this setup could create an immense financial network effect. And remember, all of this activity directly benefits the value of XRP. Tokenization, swaps, DeFi applications, these all generate demand for XRP as a bridge currency. We're already seeing early signs of this with other institutions like Axelar, which has partnered with Ripple to enable cross-chain communication and facilitate tokenized assets. And David Schwartz, Ripple's CTO, has openly stated that real-world asset tokenization will be a driving force in blockchain's future, with sectors like real estate, commodities, treasuries, and bonds leading the way. This isn't a fringe idea anymore. Major players are building the infrastructure to make it happen. Now, let's talk numbers. Ripple's collaboration with entities like State Street and their forecast for tokenization is bullish, to say the least. State Street, one of the world's largest asset managers with over $4 trillion in assets, predicts that bond markets will be among the first to see widespread tokenization within the next 12 months. Bond markets alone are essential to the global economy, influencing interest rates and serving as an economic barometer. Once tokenization takes hold in bonds, it's expected to spread to commodities and even real estate. We're looking at a timeline where, within a few years, trillions in assets could be tokenized. Ripple itself is already moving in this direction, committing $10 million to tokenize U.S. Treasury bills on the XRP ledger. And just recently, on October 22, 2024, Aurum launched a $1 billion fund to tokenize data center investments on the XRP ledger. This is a significant jump from millions to billions, and with trillions likely next in line. Visual of Larry Fink and other industry leaders endorsing tokenization. And if you need more validation, just listen to the words of Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, who called tokenization the next technological transformation for financial assets. He's not alone. Major financial leaders are aligning on this, predicting a future where every dollar, every asset, and every stock will have a tokenized form. With each asset having its own digital identity, the opportunities for customization, security, and efficient settlement are enormous. As Fink put it, tokenization could eliminate illicit activities by ensuring complete transparency, giving each asset an identity, and allowing real-time tracking and voting for shareholders. So, let's break it down. Imagine a world where everything, every bond, stock, commodity, and piece of real estate exists on a single digital ledger. Every investor would have a unique identifier, allowing for instantaneous transactions and simplified voting rights. This future would require an incredibly robust ledger, and XRP Ledger is positioning itself to be that core infrastructure. With real-time settlement and secure tracking, the XRP Ledger could become the backbone of this new tokenized economy. At the Ripple Swell conference, Graham Rodford, CEO of Archax, stated that every asset will eventually be on-chain. This isn't just a prediction, it's an emerging reality. Institutions like Euroclear and DTCC, which manage trillions in assets, are actively working on tokenization solutions. Ripple's partnerships and integrations are paving the way for XRP to be at the forefront of this transformation. Let's look at what this means for XRP holders. XRP and the XRP Ledger are uniquely positioned to capture a significant share of this evolving market. The more assets tokenized and traded on the XRP Ledger, the greater the demand for XRP as a bridge currency. This demand could drive XRP's value upward, especially as more assets flow into the network. We're talking about a wealth generation opportunity unlike anything we've seen in recent decades. Institutions are moving fast. State Street, Vanguard, and BlackRock, the big three in asset management, are already exploring tokenized financial products. State Street's October 2024 report on tokenization projects a transformative shift in the bond market within the next 12 months, with precious metals and other commodities to follow. The projections only get more ambitious as they look further ahead. Tokenized real estate could see mass adoption within a decade. As we enter this phase, we're witnessing a fundamental change. This isn't just about preparing for the next bull run, it's about laying the foundation for a long-term shift. If you're an XRP holder or considering becoming one, now is the time to think strategically. This tokenization revolution is just beginning, and those who position themselves now may find themselves part of a new wealth paradigm. It's not just about short-term gains, it's about planting the seeds for long-term financial growth in an era where blockchain technology underpins the entire financial system. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter for the latest updates and join the free Discord community linked below. Let's stay informed, stay prepared, and seize the opportunities ahead. See you in the next video.